Namassarvebhyaha Sarvesham Hardam Swagatam. We will start the class with the Dhyana Shlokas. Krishno Rakshatu Manchara Chara Guruhu Krishnan Namasyamyaham Krishne Namara Shatravo Vinihataha Krishnaya Tasmai Namaha Krishna Deva Samudhidam Jagadidam Krishnasya Dasosmyaham Krishne Bhaktira Janjalasto Bhagavan He Krishna Tubhyan Namaha Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Panaye Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gitamritaduhe Namaha Vasudeva Sutan Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishna Vande Jagat Gurum. Sarvesham Punaswagatam. We'll just recap the slokas that we did in the last class. Vyavasayatmika buddhihi ekeha kuru nandana bahushakahyanantascha buddhayo vyavasayinam yamimam pushpidav vacham prapadantya vipaschitaha vedavadaratav partha Nanyadasthiti vadinaha kamatmanaswarga paraha janma karma phala pradam kriya vishesha bahulam bhogaishwarya gatim prati bhogaishwarya prasaktanam tayapahrita chetasam Vyavasayatmika buddhihi samadho na vidhiyate. We'll chant today's slokas.
Neena Chandrasekhar Bhagini.
Traigunya vishaya vedaha.
Tragunya vishaya vedaha. Traigunya vishaya vedaha.
Nistraigunya bhavarjuna.
Nistraigunya bhavarjuna. Nistraigunya bhavarjuna.
Nirdvandvo nitya sattvasthaha.
Nirdvandvo nitya sattvasthaha. Nirdvandvo nitya sattvasthaha.
Niryogakshema atmavan.
Niryogakshema atmatman. Niryogakshema atmavan.
Uttam, well chanted. Dhanyavadaha. So here Bhagavan says Vedas, these Vedas contain three gunas. So they contain the three gunas, that is the Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. All of you will be knowing that. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas gunas. But it is better that you transcend, that you come over these gunas. Don't be bound by these gunas. You overcome these gunas, these three gunas, whatever may be there, you overcome these three gunas, because these are not the final thing. So you have to overcome those gunas and become, be free from the opposites. We know the opposites: Sita, Mushnam, then Sukham, Dukkham, profit, loss, all these things. So Dirdvandu, that is, you are free from the pairs of opposites. And Nitya Sattvastaha, ever balanced, and you are always balanced, and you also you are not concerned with the getting and keeping of things. Don't acquiring things and then preserving it. Don't get into that. So free from that, unconcerned about those things, getting things and then preserving them. Get these things, and then be always centered in your own self. Don't allow your attention or thoughts to move around. It will be there with you alone. Getting into others' problems or anything. No, you will be always with your own self. So this is what Bhagavan says here. This is the ideal Bhagavan is telling about an ideal in your life. So whether it's up to you to think of this ideal and adopt them. So Bhagavan says, this Prakriti, this is called something called Prakriti and Purusha. Prakriti is this phenomenal universe. That is what is actually happening in this world. What is actually happening? Vedas deal with these things only. What is actually happening? The real thing that is happening in the world, Vedas talk about that only. So Prakriti is beyond that. Vedas talk about this Prakriti, but they don't talk about it fully. So better get over these Vedas themselves and become free from those things. And we should also be free from all the opposites. Like I said, heat, cold, pain, pleasure, gain, loss, victory, defeat, all these opposites you should be, because these are all there in the phenomena, in the phenomenal world. In this present world, all these things are there, but you should get free from those things. You be equanimous. Don't get perturbed by those things. So though it is belong to Prakriti, you are getting over the Prakriti. You're overcoming the Prakriti. So, and also you should get over this unconcerned with acquiring things and preserving them. Leave that this thing also, and also try to be in your own self. So that will be the way by which you can realize the soul, realize the Atman. So this is an ideal which you can try to follow. So whatever a man wants, this earthly life can be procured, and he can live a happy life. So why do you want to transcend these three gunas? That's what Bhagavan asks, and the answer is coming in the next slokas. So we'll continue with this. So here Veda, Traigunya, Vishaya Veda, and this Traigunyo Bhavarjuna. So overcome all those gunas. And Nirdvandvo, Nityasattvasthaha, Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. So we'll continue.
Bhupal Shrima Bhagini.
Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha.
Traiguna Vishaya Deha. Traiguna Vishaya Deha.
Vedaha.
Vedaha.
Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha.
Traigunya Vishaya Deha.
Vedaha.
Vedaha.
Try to chant this.
Traigunya Vishaya Deha. Vedaha.
Only one is there, not Dehaha, Vedaha. Vedaha only. Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha.
Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha.
Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna.
Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna. Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna.
Nirdvandvo.
Nirdvandvo. Nirdvandvo.
Nityasattvasthaha.
Nityasastvastaha. Nityasastvastaha.
Sattvasthaha.
Once again, sir.
Sattvasthaha.
Sastvastaha.
Sattvasthaha.
Sattvastaha.
Niryogakshema.
Niryogakshema. Niryogakshema.
Atmavan.
Atmavan. Atmavan.
Uttam. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavada.
Kirutika Bhagini.
Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha. Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna.
Traikunya Vishaya Vedaha. Nistraikunyo Bhavarjuna. Traikunya Vishaya Vedaha. Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna.
Nirdvandvo Nityasattvasthaha. niryogakshema atmavan.
निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थः निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान् निर्द्वन्द्वो सत्त्वस्थः निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान्
Uttamai, well chanted. Dhanyavadah.
Savita Bhagini.
Traigunya vishaya vedaha nistraigуньо bhavarjuna.
त्रैगुण्य विषया वेदाः निस्त्रैगुण्यो भवार्जुन त्रैगुण्य विषया वेदाः निस्त्रैगुण्यो भवार्जुन
निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थः निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान्.
निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थः निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान् निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थः निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान्
Uttamai, well chanted. Dhanyavadah.
Lakshmi HS Bhagini.
Traigunya vishaya vedaha nistraigуньо bhavarjuna.
त्रैगुण्य विषया वेदाः निस्त्रैगुण्यो भवार्जुन त्रैगुण्य विषया वेदाः निस्त्रैगुण्यो भवार्जुन
निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थः निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान्.
निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थः निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान् निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थः निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान्
Uttam, well chanted. Dhanyavadah.
Raghunath Mahodaya.
Traigunya vishaya vedaha nistraigуньо bhavarjuna निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थः निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान्.
त्रैगुण्य विषया वेदाः निस्त्रैगुण्यो भवार्जुन निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थः निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान्. धन्यवाद.
Anasuya Bhagini. Full Shlokam.
त्रैगुण्य विषया वेदाः निस्त्रैगुण्यो भवार्जुन निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थः निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान्. न श्रूयते वा महोदय? न श्रूयते वा?
Dhanyavada Bhagini. Shriyate.
श्रूयते वा?
I'll come just now, 1 second. This, can you enable me to share?
त्रैगुण्य विषया वेदाः
Yes, Mahodaya. 1 minute.
निस्त्रैगुण्यो भवार्जुन निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थः निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान्.
Yeah. But 1 second, chance, ma'am.
त्रैगुण्य विषया वेदाः निस्त्रैगुण्यो भवार्जुन निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थः निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान्.
Uttamai. Dhanyavadah.
धन्यवाद महोदय.
We'll go to the next thing.
Gholap Mahodaya.
Yavanartha udapane
यावानर्थ उदपाने यावानर्थ उदपाने
sarvata samplutodake
सर्वतः संप्लुतोदके सर्वतः संप्लुतोदके
tavan sarveshu vedeshu
तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु
ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः
ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः.
Uttam, धन्यवादः.
Thank you.
So here Bhagavan says, a person who has attained Brahmajnanam, that is, he has gone to supreme reality, that is a person, he doesn't need any of the Vedas. He doesn't require any Vedas because he's already gone beyond that. He has attained that supreme realization he has got. So he doesn't need any more of the Vedas. Just like you don't need a tank of water when there is flood all over the place. When there is flood and water is there, you don't need a tank of water. So, but when there is no flood, when there is it is very dry and you have got a tank of water, then you can use the water. Then it is essential. That is like Vedas is like that. They are just like a tank of water in a dry place. You can approach that. But when there is full of flood water everywhere, you don't need a separate tank of water. So that's what Bhagavan says. When person is attained Brahmajnanam, that is real supreme principle he has understood, then he doesn't need any of these Vedas. That's what Bhagavan says in this. So here, Yavanartha Udapani Sarvatas Samplutotake Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu Brahmanasya Vijanataha. Okay, continue.
BV Supriya Bhagini. Lakshmi Kiran Bhagini.
Hello, Bhagini. Bhagini.
Lakshmi Kiran Bhagini.
Yeah.
Yavanartha Udapani
Yavanartha Udapani Yavanartha Udapani
Sarvatas Samplutotake
Sarvatas Samplutodake Sarvatas Samplutodake
Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu
Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu
Brahmanasya Vijanataha
Brahmanasya Vijanataha Brahmanasya Vijanataha.
Uttam, धन्यवादः.
Kanchana Shriram Bhagini.
Yavanartha Udapani Sarvatas Samplutotake
Yavanartha Udapani Sarvatas Samplutodake Yavanartha Udapani Sarvatas Samplutodake
Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu Brahmanasya Vijanataha
Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu Brahmanasya Vijanataha Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu Brahmanasya Vijanataha.
Uttam, well chanted. धन्यवादः.
Vinoda Bhagini.
Yavanartha Udapani Sarvatas Samplutotake
Yavanartha Udapane Sarvatas Samplutodake Yavanartha Udapane Sarvatas Samplutodake
Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu Brahmanasya Vijanataha
Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu Brahmanasya Vijanataha Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu Brahmanasya Vijanataha.
Uttam, धन्यवादः.
Illavarsi Bhagini.
Yavanartha Udapani Sarvatas Samplutotake Tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanataha.
यावानर्थ उदापाने सर्वतः संप्लुतोदके संप्लुतोदके तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः.
Once again, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. यावानर्थ उदापाने
Udapane.
okay. यावानर्थ उदपाने सर्वतः संप्लुतोदके तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः.
Uttam. Well chanted.
Thank you. धन्यवादः.
Shrini Shankar Narayan Bhagini.
Full sloka.
यावानर्थ उदपाने सर्वतः संप्लुतोदके तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः.
Uttam.
यावानर्थ उदपाने सर्वतः संप्लुतोदके तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः.
Uttam.
Kalavati Bhagini.
धन्यवादः.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते
ये महाप्राण वाधिकारस्ते
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते.
You're stressing here this dham. Karmanyevadhikaraste.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते
Ma phaleshu kadachana.
मा फलेषु कदाचन
Ma phaleshu kadachana. Ma karma phalake turbhuhu.
मा कर्म फलहेतुर्
No, heturbhuhu.
केतुर्भुः मा कर्म फलहेतुर्भुः.
Ma'am, these Mahapranas are not coming properly. This is bha and all. Ma karma phala heturbhuhu.
मा कर्म फलहेतुर्भुः मा कर्म फलहेतुर्भुः.
Ma te sangostva karmani.
मा ते संकोस्त्व कर्मणि
This is Raswa. Ma te sangostva karmani.
मा ते संकोस्त्व कर्मणि
Yes.
मा ते संकोस्त्व कर्मणि.
Uttam. Dhanyavad.
धन्यवाद.
But check, please make this one more clear. These Mahapranas are not coming properly. Please concentrate on that.
Okay,
Here,
okay.
This is a very popular sloka. Many of you knowing this sloka. So here it is. Bhagavan says, only seek to perform your duty. Only you have right only to perform your duty. You have no right on the results, on the fruits of your action. Never. You don't have the right to claim the fruits of the action. So you have only right or duty only to do your duty. So and also don't be the fruit of the action. It should not be your motive. Your motive when you are working should not be the fruit of the action. Ma karma phalake durbhuhu. You should not be motivated by the fruit that I will get this if I work on that. That should not be your motive to do a work. And at the same time, you should not be, you should be detached also. You should not be this thing to inaction. Inaction, and you should do action, but you should not do it for the fruit of the action. At the same time, you should not be inactive also. So these are the Bhagavan's this thing for actually the way the karmas should be carried out. All your daily activities should be carried out in this with this way of performing action. So this, I think, this is very well known, popular, and many of you have been knowing this already. So you have only right to do your duty, not to the fruit of the do your action, and whatever may be the fruit of the action, you should do your duty with the full concentration, and you should not be motivated by the fruit, and you should not, at the same time, you should not be inactive also. You should be active all the time. But it's a very difficult because everyone will be doing only doing any act with some motivation only, they'll be doing it. So this is a very, very subtle thing, how to do it, how to do a work without expecting any results. So Bhagavan says you should do the work and you should at the same time without any desire. That will also be later on, it will come more and more benefits of doing action like that will come later on. So here two things Bhagavan says, one is prayas and shreyas. That is the way to get over this from prayas to shreyas. Prayas means doing work for enjoying pleasure and doing everything for pleasure and all that. But shreyas means what is good for what is good and what is pleasant. So prayas means what is pleasant to do, and shreyas means what is good. So these are the different things. So we should be always doing work for the good and not for the pleasant or pleasure. We should not do the work. We should be doing for the good. Whatever work we are doing, should do it for the good. That's what Bhagavan says in this. And here Bhagavan says one comparison. Suppose one is going in a boat. The boat is going over the water. So the boat is in touch with the water, but water should not enter into the boat. So if the water enters into the boat will capsize. So similarly, you are floating, you are going in this world, in this earthly life. So it should be like going in a boat. You are in the world, you are doing all your duty, you are doing it, but you are not touched by it. You are not affected by that. As water should not enter into the boat, like whatever worldly things, activities we are doing, we should be doing all the activities. We should be normal, but we should not be affected by the fruits of the action, whether it is pleasant. But whenever we do with such a without motive, we do, action will always bring good results only. But we should not be worried about those things. It's a very tricky thing. We have to practice this way of living your life. So we'll continue.
Girija Bhagini.
Karmanyevadhikaraste.
Karmanyevadhikaraste. Karmanyevadhikaraste.
Ma phaleshu kadachana.
Ma phaleshu kadachana. Ma phaleshu kadachana.
Here phaleshu. Ma phaleshu kadachana.
Ma phaleshu kadachana.
Ma karma phala heturbhuhu.
Ma karma phala heturbhuhu. Ma karma phala heturbhuhu.
Chant it together. Ma karma phala heturbhuhu.
Ma karma phala heturbhuhu.
You see, don't karma phala like that. Karma phala.
One word I want to say, no, Mahodaya. Okay, one. Karma phala heturbhuhu.
One word. This is one word. Ma karma phala heturbhuhu.
Ma karma phala heturbhuhu.
Ma te sangostva karmani.
माते संगोस्त्वकर्मणि माते संगोस्त्वकर्मणि
उत्तम धन्यवाद
महालक्ष्मी भगिनी
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन
मा कर्म फलहेतुर्भूः मा ते संगोस्त्वकर्मणि
मा कर्म फलहेतुर्भुः मा ते सद्गोस्त्वकर्मणि मा कर्म फलहेतुर्भुः मा ते सद्गोस्त्वकर्मणि.
Here dirgha is there. Ma karma phalaheturбhuः ma te sangostva karmani ing. This ing is there. Sangostva karmani.
Sangotsvakarmani. Sangotsvakarmani.
Yeah.
Ma karma phalaheturбhuः ma te sadgotsvakarmani.
Karma phala. This is phala.
Phala. Ma karma phalaheturбhuः ma te sadgotsvakarmani.
Sangostva.
Sangotsva.
Sanga inga.
Inga. Sangotsva.
Sangostva.
Sangotsvakarmani.
Sangostva-karmani.
Sangotsvakarmani.
Uttam. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavad
भगिनी
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फलहेतुर्भूः मा ते संगोस्त्वकर्मणि.
Was it my name called out? I couldn't hear it clearly.
Sapna Bhagini, you can recite.
Yes. कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः मा ते संगोस्त्वकर्मणि.
उत्तम.
धन्यवाद.
Lakshmi HS Bhagini.
Full sloka.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भुः मा ते संगोस्त्वकर्मणि.
उत्तम. धन्यवाद.
Gholap Mahodaya.
योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि.
योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि. योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि.
संगं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय.
संगं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय. संगं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय.
सिद्ध्य सिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा.
सिद्ध्य सिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा. सिद्ध्य सिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा.
समत्वयोग उच्यते.
समत्वयोग उच्यते. समत्वयोग उच्यते.
उत्तम. Well chanted. धन्यवादः.
Thank you, sir.
So Bhagavan says, perform action, kuru karmani, karmani, by being fixed in yoga. Yogastha. Being fixed in yoga, do your work. Sangan tyaktva, renouncing. Tyaktva means renouncing. Sangam means attachments. Sangan tyaktva dhananjaya. This is again addressing Arjuna. Dhananjaya. Dhananjaya. So Sangan, that is renouncing all the attachments. Do your work. Be steadfast in yoga. So siddha siddhyo samabhutva. So even-minded. Siddhya siddhyo. Siddhya or asiddhya. Even-minded in success and failure. Siddhyam, asiddhyam. So success and failure. Samo bhutva, be equal in success and failure, and equilibrium, samatvam yoga uchyate. Yoga means samatvam, equilibrium in all states. Whether you succeed or fail, all you are equal in for all those things. So this is what Bhagavan says: do the work, be steadfast in yoga, and all the attachments, renounce all the attachments, and be equal in success and failure, and then that is called yoga. So here Bhagavan defines yoga. What is yoga? So this is what one should practice to get into more and more into this spiritual life. We'll continue.
Pushpa Bhagini.
Yogastah kuru karmani.
Yogastha kuru karmani. Yogastha kuru karmani.
Sangam tyaktva dhananjaya.
Sangam tyaktva dhananjaya. Sangam tyaktva dhananjaya.
Siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva.
Siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva. Siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva.
Samatva yoga uchyate.
Samatva yoga uchyate. Samatva yoga uchyate.
Uttam. Dhanyavadaha.
Varalakshmi Ramesh Bhagini.
Yogastah kuru karmani. Sangam tyaktva dhananjaya.
Yogastattva kurmani sangam tattva dhananjaya. Yogasta kuru karmani sangam tattva dhananjaya.
Yogastah kuru.
Yogasta.
Stha. This is Mahaprana. Yogastah kuru karmani.
Yogastak kurmani.
Yogastha.
Yogasta.
Yogastah. One ich will come. Yogastah kuru karmani.
Yogastah kuru karmani. Correct, sir?
Yes.
Yogastah kurmani.
Guru karmani.
Guru karmani.
Guru karmani.
Kuru karmani. Sangam tyaktva dhananjaya.
Yes.
Yogasastah kuru karmani. Sangam tyaktva dhananjaya.
Siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva. Samatva yoga uchyate.
Siddha siddhyo samo bhutva. Samastvam yoga uchyate. Siddha siddhyo samo bhutva. Samastvam yoga uchyate.
Samatva yoga uchyate.
Samatvam yoga uchyate. Samatvam yoga uchyate.
Samatvam is equilibrium. Samatvam yoga uchyate. This equilibrium is the one which is called yoga.
It is called im or e.
Ye welcome. Samatvai yoga uchyate.
Oh, samatvai. Okay. Samatvai yoga uchyate. Siddhi siddhyo samo bhutva. Samatvai yoga uchyate. Siddha siddhyo samo bhutva. Samatvai yoga uchyate.
Yoga uchyate.
Yoga uchyate. Samatvai yoga uchyate. I will practice.
Okay, practice.
Hema Bhagini.
Yogastah kuru karmani. Sangam tyaktva dhananjaya. Siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva. Samatva yoga uchyate.
Yogastha kuru karmani. Sangam tyaktva dhananjaya. Siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva. Samatva yoga uchyate. उच्यते।
उत्तम, धन्यवादः.
वेणीशंकर नारायण भगिनी.
श्लोक.
योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि सङ्घं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा समत्वै योग उच्यते.
उत्तम, वेल चैंटेड, धन्यवादः.
रघुनाथ महोदय.
योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि सङ्घं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा समत्वयोग उच्यते.
Well chanted. We'll chant the 4 slokas today.
लक्ष्मी किरण भगिनी.
Full sloka.
त्रैगुण्य विषया वेदाः निस्त्रैगुण्यो भवार्जुन निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वतस्थः निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान्.
This blind man.
निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थः निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान्.
इल्लवर्सी भगिनी. इल्लवर्सी भगिनी.
1 second.
सविता भगिनी.
यावानर्थ उदपाने सर्वतः सम्प्लुतोदके तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः.
उत्तम.
कलावती भगिनी.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म बलहेतुर्भूः मा ते संकोस्त्व कर्मणि.
उत्तम.
अनसूया भगिनी.
धन्यवाद.
अनसूया भगिनी.
योगस्थ कुरु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्धसिद्धौ समो भूत्वा समत्वै योग उच्यते.
योगस्थः
कुरु कर्माणि.
योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि.
योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्धसिद्ध्यौ समो भूत्वा समत्वै योग उच्यते. सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्यौ समो भूत्वा समत्वै योग उच्यते.
उत्तम.
धन्यवादः महोदय.
Chant once again.
त्रैगुण्य विषया वेदाः निस्त्रैगुण्यो भवार्जुन निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थः निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान्.
उत्तम, धन्यवादः.
कंचना श्रीराम भगिनी. कंचना भगिनी. सपना भगिनी.
यावानर्थ उदपाने सर्वतः सम्प्लुतोदके तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः.
धन्यवाद. भूपल श्रीमा भगिनी. भूपल श्रीमा भगिनी. हेमा भगिनी. Hema Bhagini. Neena Bhagini.
Ma'am, I was reciting.
Okay, okay, continue.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फलहेतुर्भूः मा ते संगोऽस्त्व कर्मणि.
Uttam.
Neena Bhagini.
योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि संघं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा समत्वयोग उच्यते.
Uttam. Dhanyavadaha. I will chant the 4 slokas quickly. Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna Nirdvandvo Nitya Sattvasthaha Niryoga Kshema Atmavan Yavan Artha Utapane Sarvata Samplutodake Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu Brahmanasya Vijanataha कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फलहेतुर्भूः मा ते संगोऽस्त्व कर्मणि योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि संगं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा समत्वयोग उच्यते. Samapyamaka. We will conclude with the Shanti mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dhanyavad.